Welcome to Presente, a space and community that vibes on being in the moment, something we are relearning how to do in a fast moving world.
We are excited to be part of a growing movement that talks about topics that we feel haven't been talked about in our Latin culture and womanhood.
Be present with us. Take a pause and break down societal norms.
Redefine the meaning of existing. Welcome to Presente, the podcast. Hola, Presente listeners. It's Jissela here. We've made it to the last episode of season 3. Honestly, feels like it flew by. Speaking of flying, today we discuss the topic of travel, and I'm not just talking about a getaway. I think you know by now that in this podcast, it's all about adding some soul to your life, and that includes going down the aisle, if you know what I mean. Traveling is a love language of immersing yourself in trying to learn and understand new languages, cultures, and eating food that is unique to its country. Today, let's talk about the ways to help you reach your destination. Traveling doesn't always mean the walk down the plane aisle. It can also be a place you've never been to in your own town.
Hello, Gisela, and hello to you on the other end listening. Wherever you are, thank you for tuning in. Today's episode, we wrap up season 3 with a few tips and pointers on traveling for the soul, to be precise. Given that for many it is spring break or it may have just passed, next thing you know, before you know it, summer will already be here. So, with that in mind, we decided to offer our take on traveling, the perks, the do's and don'ts, recommended destinations, and why you most definitely should take that PTO, paid time off, my people. Stay tuned, take notes, and thank us later because after this episode drops, we are taking a break. Throughout season 3, we spoke highly of the divine energy we possess and how to live a softer life. We spoke about life and how we are connected. We questioned the theory of star seeds and remain figuring out life and our calling as we go. We spoke about soul types, and our guest speaker, Brooke Becerra, shared her real life story to a past life connection. And we can't forget our tributes highlighting women leaders of our past and present times. It's been great conversation, and quite frankly, this last episode on traveling is a reminder to set that time aside to wander, live, and experience the adventures of life. If you can get away for a moment, do so. If you can get away to access your divine energy and intuitive powers and purpose, please do so. Stop and give yourself the credit and grace to travel. Your mind, body, and soul needs it, believe it or not. This particular topic may seem very general and ordinary. However, you make up the story and experiences. When traveling, you are stepping into the unknown, stepping out of the normal routine. A change of scenery, your environment, and atmosphere can be so helpful to your overall health. As we approach Mental Health Awareness Month this upcoming May, we want to shed some more ways that you can actually help yourself. One of our episodes this season was actually on slow living, and Gisela mentioned how even changing your furniture can in return help you see things differently and feel better. And it can actually make all the difference. The same can apply to traveling.
Various ways to travel: road trips, flying, cruises, the metro station, bus, walking, and as Jennifer says, mind traveling. Imagine that you are there. My dream as a kid was to travel and get to understand the world in this way. One year in the late 90s, I remember filling up my tiny suitcase because my aunt told us that this was a good way to manifest travel. I remember running up the block in the streets of Brooklyn at midnight where I used to live, and it was my cousin, my mom, aunt declaring to the sky where we wanted to travel to. Little me would say Italy, France, etc. As a kid, I traveled a lot to Honduras and Peru until my early college years to visit family, and traveled, to other states as well. 2014 and 2018 was when the gateways to explore other countries I've never been to opened for me. And honestly, the start of my life path number activating. Life path fives, if you know about life paths, we'll one day touch up on it on this podcast, are known to be the explorers. So seeing new places open up something in me, something beautiful, and has inspired the artist within. Traveling has allowed me to be more mindful and understanding that the world is full of wisdom, and with it comes the freedom that the soul longs for, to exist without restrictions of work and routines, and just be. Traveler types. Staycationers, for those that wish to stay home and just staycation. Nothing wrong with that. Solo travelers, explorer types, business travelers, luxury travelers, budget travelers, soul searchers. I'm definitely one of those. Family, and there's many, many more traveler types. If you just Google it, they have a whole list.
Top happiest countries in the world. For our listeners who seek to travel to happy places, just last month, March 2024, ABC News rolled out a top 20 list of the happiest countries in the world this year so far. Top 3 are Finland, Denmark, and Iceland. Costa Rica, which was the only Latin Central American country listed, came in at number 12. Canada at number 15. And lastly, at number 20, the United Kingdom. The United States did not make it to the list amongst happiest countries of 2024. Traveling tips and pointers. For most airlines, children under 2 travel for free.
If your hotel resort offers an all exclusive package, take it. Peace of mind while you're on your vacation is best.
Flight delayed or canceled, you may qualify for a partial or full refund or credit. It doesn't hurt to ask, and you should inquire with your travel bookings.
Advise not to leave the resort if you are in a foreign country. Don't risk it.
Airbnb is recommended if you're traveling in a group. Splitting the cost can be helpful, and everyone is all together.
Be vigilant, safe, and try not to drink the water when in a foreign country.
Travel advisory sites is a great site to check out if you have activities planned for the places you visit and reviews of people who have already gone.
If you're going to Europe, depends on where you go, I recommend driving in the beautiful countryside. You will not regret it. So for fun, where would Jen and Jiss like to go? For me personally, I would really love to go to Bali, Northern Italy, Greece as well, Egypt, Peru, and finally go to Cusco and Machu Picchu, Scotland, and take that Harry Potter train, Ireland, and visit the English countryside. I love places that remind me of cottagecore. I also want to see the Aurora Borealis lights in either Norway, Sweden, or Iceland. I also haven't been to the Asian continent, and I really want to visit Japan, South Korea, or Vietnam. Man, I wish I could teleport.
I wish I can teleport too. You can actually place me where the sun is out, there's water. I love to be surrounded by water, greenery, warm weather. I am very much a summertime person. I love the summer, but I also enjoy the winter in like the Poconos. Road trips is something I do enjoy, and it has become a thing for my family and I. We have taken road trips to nearby states within the tri-state and along the East Coast. I would love internationally to visit Greece, Paris, Paris, Italy, Thailand, Iceland, Brazil, Egypt, Switzerland, Costa Rica, Hawaii, and the Grand Canyon someday. And I'm sure there are plenty more places that I would love to visit, but this is just to name a few while it's still fresh in my mind. Hopefully, one day we will get to meet.
Let's fly away. Thank you for tuning in today on All Things Travel. Don't forget that your soul is here to experience all the beauty of life. We'll see you again in season 4. As Lily Singh, famous YouTuber and author, once said, wisdom is a passport full of stamps.
Whether you are an avid traveler visiting country to country or prefer to stay closer to home, like a staycation, the idea is to submerge yourself into an adventure and explore. The world is your oyster.